Things to remember. Zeo Storm says, should Fresh and Fit take the boxing match? That's the other thing. What on earth made you think that that was a good idea? Like, I don't know. Maybe it was like heat of the moment. Maybe it was emotionalism. I don't know. Like, there's been a lot of people talk about like boxing match. I'll take him. I'll go 4 rounds. I'll go 6 rounds with that guy. Don't do that. And then, God forbid, don't say, "Oh, I want to do it for charity. We'll do it for $500,000," and he can't come up with $500,000. I guess that gets you off the hook. Don't do that. Don't do that. Why would you do that anyways? Right? I mean, they apologized already, which was like bad enough. Like, if you're going all the way, then you're going all the way. You know what they always tell you? Don't apologize. I'm not saying that you shouldn't apologize for things that you are definitely wrong about, but think about why you need to apologize in the first place. Are they going to accept that apology? In fact, that's funny. Remember, like, what they always tell you is like, and they, like, I've seen guys who are like in the TradCon movement and whatever, or guys who are like celebrities and they get on the wrong side of cancel culture. And then they go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Here's my public apology for X, Y, and Z." And it never works. Apologizing with the SJW mob never works. That all it does is confirm that they were right. And then you still get canceled. So don't apologize. Tell them to go to hell. That's what you tell them to do. Never apologize, especially not to cancel culture. Never apologize. And the reason for that is because it doesn't solve anything. Apologizing doesn't solve anything. You might say, "Oh, I'm sorry. I came at your daughter. I came at your wife, whatever." Okay, well, that's being a big man about it. But and say that. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but by doing so, don't expect that to make things better, because you know what? They're not accepting that. They didn't care. They've like Aba&Preach have already done like at least 3 other videos right now that were post the apology that they made last night. And now they're still, apparently they're buying firearms. As a result, I don't know what's going on with all that. I think it's kind of silly, and it's a crazy, stupid dust up, but it seems like a very expensive one, at least as far as Fresh and Fit's concerned. And again, I love these guys. I want to see the brand grow. I want to see them do good things, but that's that. And that's it. And I want to also point out this is by indicating and identifying that from within the manosphere is where you're going to find, there's cancel culture that's well established in the manosphere. It's just that they don't like what you have to say, or you stepped on their ideological fifis. That's why. And so now they got to be the ones to bring you down a notch. Everyone's tried to do that with me at some point along the way. "Oh, yeah, he doesn't believe in God. We're going to bring him down a notch. He doesn't know what the white pill is. We're going to bring him down." And no, I do. And you want to talk about somebody not worthwhile? That's not worth my while. Please make it worth my while. But it's not. And you're not going to debate me on something that is like, you're going to have this nebulous objective for debating things. But when it comes to those kinds of things, is people want to bring you down. You know how many people have tried to do that in 20 years? You know how many people have? A lot, let's just say. So most of the time, that cancel culture comes from within, and they will gladly use the same tactics that they will complain about the woke mobs about. They will gladly use, intimidation. They will gladly use doxing. They will gladly use all of the silencing techniques that the woke mob will use, because they think that they're in the right. Everyone you know is a social justice warrior. I don't know if you knew that or not. Everyone you know is into social justice. It just depends on what your definition of justice is. Well, my justice is bringing down Rollo Tomassi. Well, congratulations. You might think you're a red pill manospherian, but you are actually part of the woke mob. You're just in a different genre. You're just in a different ideological bent. That's all. You're using the same tactics. You're using the same methodology that the people you constantly, say you hate, that they use. So if you're willing to use those tactics, then how does that make you any better? How does that make, if you're willing to stifle, free discourse, freedom of speech, free discourse. If you're willing to do that, I think what's funny is like when a lot of guys are talking about like, I can't believe the liberals are all about book burning and digital or otherwise, they want to silence everybody because they're supposed to be the tolerant liberal. Look how quickly all of this happened. I used to think that it was going to be conservatives who are going to be doing the book burning, like Nuremberg or something like that. No, interesting to see how quickly people will pivot, will turn on the fly. They'll be happy to use the techniques and the methodologies of the people that they claim to be enemies of if it suits their, what they think is justice. So it's always from the inside, man.